Hi guys, so here on Rory here, co-founder of Sublime Trading, here with your daily update for the US and UK indices for Friday the 5th of June. Alright guys, hope you're well, hope you've had an excellent week. So last day of the week is Friday. Also, as a reminder, it is NFP Friday today. Now, our general stance here at Sublime Trading is that we don't trade NFP. It's just a blip really in the overall direction of the trend, but there is that added extra volatility that comes in that you want to try and avoid. There's a lot of people who try and trade NFP and just really end up losing a lot of money, so the smart choice is to stand aside and protect your money. So with regards to the US stock market, yesterday all three indices found an element of resistance, very little in the form of price action yesterday, probably in anticipation for NFP out today. Looking at the S&P 500 mini, we are seeing a little bit of bullishness coming in, pre-market action, so it'll be interesting to see how today ends and how the week ends. Moving to the UK market with the FTSE 100, slightly bearish day yesterday, but a bullish day today, which has created another potential breakout. So we want to see how today ends to confirm that breakout. So a waiting game. Let's see how Friday pans out. Let's see what impact NFP has on the market, and we can then pick up price action on Monday. So let's get into the charts. So guys, if you're new to these daily updates, then I recommend starting with the recording that's pinned to the top of our Facebook page so that you get a good understanding of what I go through in these charts. As always, this is our three-screen setup. We have the monthly in the top left, weekly in the top right, and our daily chart down here across the bottom. Starting with the S&P 500 on the monthly time frame, we can see that we're very much in this bullish revival since price found support at the low of last year. June is looking bullish so far, and it's holding above that 3,000 round number. We want to see price move towards the high of last year, ideally break through that and then move towards the current all-time high. On the weekly, price above the 200 moving average and the 50 simple moving average. Good bullish week so far this week. If we come down to the daily time frame, we can see price above the 200, the 20 and the 50 simple moving averages. We're seeing this bullish momentum above the 200 moving average continue to the upside. Yesterday was a quiet day. Price found resistance at the high of Wednesday. Ultimately, what we want to see now is this area of resistance cleared, and then for price to start moving towards that current all-time high. As price starts moving up, we'll expect the 20 to cross over the 200 moving average, as well as the 50 simple moving average to cross over the 200 moving average. Ultimately, we want alignment in the moving averages to confirm bullishness and a continuation of this uptrend that price is in. On the Nasdaq, starting with the monthly, we can see that the month of June is slightly bullish, just currently finding resistance at the current all-time high. On the weekly time frame, we can see that in more detail, price above the 200 and the 50 simple moving average. Bullish week this week, but currently just finding resistance at this area here. And then again on the daily time frame, we can see that current price action is above all three moving averages. We can see alignment in the moving averages, 20 above the 50, 50 above the 200. Yesterday was a bearish day. Ultimately, we want to see price break and close above the all-time high to suggest a continuation. Moving across to the Dow Jones, we can see that June is also looking bullish, but currently inside the annual levels of last year. On the weekly time frame, the bullish week this week so far has taken price to the 50 simple moving average, where it's currently finding resistance. We ideally want to see price close above this by the end of play today, and then strength to the current all-time high throughout the rest of next week and into June. On the daily time frame, we can see that price is currently finding resistance at the 200 moving average. It's above the 20 and the 50. Ideally, we want to see price break and close above this area of resistance, confirm it as support, and then strength to the current all-time high. Now, looking at the S&P 500 mini, which gives us pre-market action, we can see that June is looking bullish, and it's now just approaching the high of last year, which will act as an area of resistance. So it's not too far off this key area of resistance. On the weekly, we can see this week's price action is a good bullish week. It's even more bullish than what we saw last week. It's a strong sign of a continuation towards the current all-time high. We can see it's above the 50 and the 20 simple moving average, the 200 simple moving average. If we come down to the daily time frame, price above the 200 moving average, we want the 20 and the 50 to cross over, and that will happen as price continues to the upside. We can see so far today a bullish looking day, so potentially a bullish Friday on our cards. We do have NFP out as well today, so we want to see how NFP has an impact on the market, but ultimately what we're seeing for now is bullishness and a continuation of this bullish trend in place. So if we get a breakout confirmed by the end of today, that's a strong sign of a continuation to the upside. Moving to the FTSE 100, if we look at the month of June, we can see it's a strong looking month so far. Price is now approaching these areas of resistance. If these are cleared, then we want to see price start moving towards the high of last year. On the weekly, price is still below the 200 and the 50 simple moving average, but a good week so far for the bulls. If we come down to the daily time frame, price is still below the 200 moving average, above the 20 and the 50, but again, another potential breakout on the cards with bullish action so far through Friday. Be interesting to see where price action closes. If we do get a breakout above the high of June, the previous high of June, then we're likely to see strength through next week and the rest of June towards that 200 moving average. Ideally, we want to see price break and close above this level and then strength towards the current all-time high. So we are seeing bullishness pre-markets on the S&P 500. We are seeing bullishness on the FTSE 100. Let's see how price reacts to NFP, which is out later today, and see what kind of impact that has on price. And as always, it's the end of day candlestick that gives us the most information. So a little bit of patience. Let's see how today ends, and that will give us a much clearer idea of what we can expect through to next week. Okay guys, that's me for today. Please like, comment and share. Let's get people understanding how to use the indices through these recordings to build a solid investment portfolio, and I will be back next week on Monday. Have a lovely weekend.